Merry Christmas, Plexus Freedom Team. We're so excited to hang out with you guys tonight. It is Jules' favorite things. One of my favorite calls of the whole entire year. You guys, I feel like we need Christmas music. We had a kindergarten Christmas program today, and one of the best lyrics was, "Let your faith grow, ho, ho. Let your love show, ho, ho." Anyways, okay, my best tip. Here's how this is going to work tonight, you guys. We're going to give you our best tips, and then we're going to give a prize, and then we're going to pass to the next person. So there's a lot of things happening over here. So if you see me looking at my phone, it's so that I pass to the right person. Lots of things going on. And I have to hold my gnome because he's not tall enough, y'all. Look, so I'll hold him because I'm committed to the gnome. All right. I have to admit, people too. Gracious, there's so much happening. My best tip, you guys, and this actually started as a joke, and then I mulled it over all day. So my best tip for you, if you want to find freedom here in this business, is have smart friends, doesn't end there, who hold you accountable. So as I'm trying to think about my top tip today, I see the list of all the other Jules and their top tips, and I'm thinking, man, they're sharp. Like, they really have it covered. And so then I made a joke. I'm like, my top tip is going to be have smart friends like I do. Like, that has really served me well. And listen, it's the truth. It has served me well. I am a sum of the parts, and the parts are my inner circle, my friends, the people that I rub shoulders with. So have smart friends. But listen, how do you know if you have smart friends? This is what I spent the evening thinking about. You have smart friends if your friends don't let you off the hook when you don't reach your potential. Smart friends are friends that are going to say, hey, you know what? You're actually capable of more than that. Like, here's what you're actually able to produce. And that's what we expect. We expect greatness. I heard a quote one time, can't tell you who said it, but it was basically saying, I'm great because one time my friends told me I was, and I didn't have the heart to let them down. So that is my best tip. Have people in your inner circle who are going to expect greatness from you. They're not going to join in negativity. They're not going to join in letting you off the hook. They're not going to join in excuses. They're going to expect greatness from you, and you're not going to be able to help but show up as great as you can possibly be. So that's my biggest tip. Okay, look at my prize. Hold on. All right, my person. Let me see if she's here. The rules were you had to be present to win. Oh, she is. Okay, good. I had to search in the bar. My prize is going to Marilyn Schneck. Schneck? I hope I said that right. And you are winning, and I don't even have it with me over here. You're winning my favorite journal that was just gifted to me, actually, but you're not going to win mine. You're going to win a replica of my favorite journal, and it's going to go with my Bible recap study guide. Now, Marilyn, I hope you love Jesus, or like are open to loving Jesus, because if not, that could get awkward. But this Bible recap, you guys, it has changed my life. It has absolutely changed my life. So it will tell you how to understand the Bible. It'll ask you hard questions that you have to think about. So Bible recap, my favorite journal. I hope that you love it. And if you already have it, I hope that you can gift it to someone who will need it. Okay. And I am passing. I get to pass to Michelle. Look at your background. Show off. Okay, Michelle, you're up.
Well, you said have great friends that cause you to be great. So I just leveled it up a little bit. I'm just kidding.
Fantastic.
It is so fun to be here and to be sharing, because I remember for years being on this call where you were thinking, I wonder if I will ever be one of the Jules sharing my favorite thing. And here I am, my third year as a Jewel. I can't remember. And it is such an honor to be sharing with you. And here's my top tip, okay? We say, if you've been around for any length of time, you've heard us say, 20% of this business is skill, 80% is mindset. Well, you know what? My number one tip is spend time building your belief every single day. Because you know what? A really, really wise man said this, to him who believes all things are possible. You know who that really wise man was? He's the reason for the season. And when he said believe all things, he really meant it. You know what the Greek of all means? It means all. Build your belief every single day. I tell my team, when you sit down to do your work, The first thing I want you to do is to get into Gut Health and Happiness, or Why Plexus, and Dare to Dream. And I want you to read testimonies. I want you to build your belief in what the products and what this opportunity is doing for people every single day. Because those that have the highest belief have the strongest businesses, and those with the strongest businesses have the highest belief. So you've got to build your belief, because guess what? Life happens, right? And things can happen which distract you. I hope you all listened to the podcast that Brittany did last week, that I was such an honor to be a part of it. If it's winter, right? And if you're close to that fire, you're going to be cold. How do you stay close to the fire? You build your belief, and that will propel you into action. So my top tip is build your belief every single day, my friends. Belief in the products, belief in the opportunity, and belief in yourself. So now my favorite thing is this beautiful Kate Spade wristlet, which is so sparkly and fun for this time of year. And it goes to Kristen Harris. Kristen Harris, are you here?
I am here.
Send me your address. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and now I am handing it off to, Emily, right? Am I handing it off to no, I'm not. Sorry.
You're handing it off to me.
I'm
All
handing
right.
it off to April.
Thanks, Michelle. So I don't have a gnome with me. I don't have a virtual background, but I have my actual Christmas tree. So it works. All right. So my tip goes with another of Brittany's podcasts, but don't forget what lit your fire in the first place. Do more of that, because y'all, it's going to fuel you and help you to keep going with your business. So for me, yes, it's social media. It's, working closely with my team, but it's also duplication. And I kind of forgot how much I liked to duplicate. I just kind of fell out of it. I just got, happy with where I was at, kind of got content, not gonna lie. And so I stopped doing what I was loving, and I started to self-sabotage, right? So even though I loved helping others reach their goals, because I love seeing it impact their families, financially as well, I stopped doing it, which that will hurt your mindset, right? It'll also impact your paycheck. It will kind of kill your happiness, right? The fun of the business. And so I had to take a deep dive, and I was like, why am I not doing this? I love to duplicate. And I just stopped doing it. And so as I started to get back into it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love what we are called to do. So what I want you guys to do is ask yourself, what do you love doing? What fuels you in this business? And do it consistently, because as you're doing it, it's probably one of your strengths. And as you're utilizing your strengths, that's going to produce you fruit, that's going to give you results, and you're going to get out of that cycle of self-sabotage. And you're just going to feel like you're winning, right? Any type 3s out there who like results and like to feel like they're winning. So again, ask yourself, what lit your fire in the first place? What do you love about what we do? And do it consistently. All right, so I am going to be giving away, one of my favorite things is Kendra Scott jewelry. And I am giving away, I don't know if it's going to show correctly, but this beautiful necklace. It is golden and so pretty and sparkly and perfect for this time of the year. So my Kendra Scott giveaway is going to Ginger Griffin. Are you on? Ginger Griffin. Maybe. If you are, unmute yourself or speak up in the chat.
Oh, there you go. Hey.
Hey,
I'm like,
perfect.
I'm
Send
sorry.
me-
I'm so excited.
Yay,
Yeah.
I'm excited too. Send me your address and I will get it in the mail actually tomorrow. I'm headed to the post office. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, I'm going to pass it to Katie.
Okay. What about yo? How do I unmute myself there? Oh wow.
There she goes. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is so exciting. Y'all, I have to share this because I went back to my notes from the jewel call from last year. And y'all, at the bottom, down here at the bottom of my notes, I wrote, I will be a jewel giving away a gift in 2023, because I had it at the end of 2022. Everybody was giving gifts, and I was like, give gifts. So y'all, write it down yourself. I will be a jewel giving away a gift at the end of 2024. Write it down, own it, take it to the bank. I'm just telling you, I wrote it down last year and I was like, I'm doing this. And so I did want to share that with y'all. I don't know what made me take out my 2022 notebook, but I did. And I was like, I've got to share this. I'm shaking just telling y'all about it, y'all. This is my first jewel call of able to give away a gift. So I'm just overly excited. And so my tip is, if you were on the cruise, you heard me talk about it, but implementing the notes you take down. I was a professional note taker. I would take all the notes down, and I would not, I mean, I thought I was implementing, but I wasn't really taking it to heart and going that extra mile. So taking action to the notes that you take down is my top tip. And just go with it, y'all. I mean, we learn all the things, we're told all the things, we have all the guides, and just go and implement them. It doesn't have to be how me or Abby or Brittany, how we do it. You can find your own flow and it works. That's what I did, y'all. I found my flow of what worked for me and went with it. And so you can do that and pass it along to your teams and just let them know that everybody has a different personality. Everybody works different, and they can figure out what works best for them, but you can help guide them. And so that is a big tip for me. And another thing I wanted to put in was events. I love events. I counted up my events I did this year. I did 32 sip and sees this year, y'all, in events all together. And they have done nothing but built my culture, built my community, built the belief in people to know about gut health, whether they joined us yet or not. It's just huge, y'all. So that is, I reckon, my two top tips. I'm real passionate about both of them, and just take action, y'all. And what I just said, write it down, own it, and go with it. And so my giveaway is going to be this Yeti tumbler straw. It's actually a Rambler, beautiful purple. And my winner is Stephanie Coville. Are you on?
I am. Hello.
Well, send me your address, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope y'all have a blessed Christmas and New Year. And I am going to pass it on to the beautiful Abby.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so I have like a mini lesson for you guys. So get ready to write. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys quick about the 3 Ps of productivity and focus. And I love this quote. It says, productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. So for me, it starts with my morning routine, really that beginning of the day, starting your day on purpose. So that's the first P, is purpose. So for me, that looks like spending time with the Lord, maybe some journaling, some worship music. I might even be praying or stretching, just really starting my day from purpose and peace, another P, working on my mindset, my identity in Christ, so that I can go and be my best and give my best in my work. That's also a chance where you guys can be going over your vision, right? Aligning, like April said, with your purpose and why you're even showing up to do your plexus work on a daily basis. And then finally releasing it to God, right? Allowing him to come in and partner with me and helping me with all the things that might feel a little heavy or scary. We can't do this alone, right? So that's the first one. The second P is have a plan. So you've got to get out everything that's on your head and get it on paper. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. So for me, that starts the night before. I am setting up my day. I'm writing down everything that's going on the next day. And now Christina's very structured, where she's got every minute going somewhere, every hour. And mine's a little bit more flexible. It's kind of like a lineup of the day flow. It kind of can ebb and flow, but know where your time is going, right? Because if you're not putting your minutes and your hours and telling it where to go, your time is controlling you. And many of us are after time freedom, right? So find out where those pockets are in your day, and then what are you putting there, right? When are you doing your plexus work? Are you doing your work before you go to your 9 to 5 job? Are you doing it on your lunch break? Are you sending voice clips while you're driving? Are you listening to a podcast when you're folding laundry? Once your kiddos are in bed, are you sending some messages? Where is your Plexus work going? And then know what you are doing. Guys, some days we're going to be tired. We're going to be exhausted. We're going to be run down. Day is not going to go as planned. But what I found is if I go to my notebook and I see send out 3 new messages to Katie, Jen, and Sarah, I'm going to be way more likely to go and do my tasks than when I sit down and it says, do all your Plexus work, right? So define what you're doing, where it's going, have a wham sheet, something that you can check off and feel good about. And then the last P is practice. Guys, we don't master a new skill set overnight. It's taken me years to get to where I am, and I'm still working on it. Don't beat yourself up. You know, everything can be worked on over time, and just be flexible, be adaptable, be okay. If you miss something in the morning, move it to the afternoon, move it to the evening. Don't just say, well, scratch that day, totally ruined it. Pick up your pencil, do something, pick up your phone, send a message, show up, you guys. That's how the learning happens. And then at the end of the day, reflect, pray. I mean, this could probably be like 5 or 6 Ps, but you know, plan your day then for the next day, get some sleep so that you're ready to start that next day on purpose. Okay, so I am giving away this really, really pretty Kate Spade necklace. It's hard to see, but it's like all colored gems around the pearl. I love it. And this is going to Christy 10. Are you on?
I am on and I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Hey, Christy, congratulations. Send me your address and I will get this to you. All right, next I'm passing it over to Terry.
Love all of that, Abby. Thank you. All right, y'all. So one thing that I've learned this year is that you have got to find joy in the process of growing this business. What we do is so great and it's so fun and I love it so much, but it's hard, y'all. And it is so easy to let the number of points in our back office define us or define our success. And if that's the only thing that we are allowing to define it, then it could easily lead to burnout and just being frustrated all of the time. Ask me how I know. So how do I find joy in even when things feel hard? Well, I always start with gratitude. This is even in my marriage and parenting and any area of my life, this is where I start, is with gratitude. And so then even with my business, it's asking myself questions like, how has my life changed since starting this business? What do our days as a family look like now since I've started this business? What things am I saying yes to now that I wasn't able to say yes to before? Things like my kid is in scouts now. My other one played travel soccer that we didn't have time or extra money for. How am I different than I was when I started? How much have I grown when it comes to my mindset and just being aware of my thoughts? How do I handle tough situations now different than when I did 3 years ago? And my favorite, who is in my life now because of this opportunity? Who have I helped because of these products and because of this opportunity? And y'all listen, you have to write these things down, be so specific. I just did this a few months ago, y'all. And even just going through my team and the people that I've helped, just writing down specific things that I helped them overcome. I think about somebody like Haley. Haley is a level 1 of mine, and she had a full-time job and now she has a part-time job, and she was actually just able to take 3 full months without pay because of this opportunity, y'all. And I'm telling you, it gives me goosebumps now that because I shared this with her and because of just me getting out of my comfort zone, like that's what's happened for her. And I just wrote these things down, and I'm telling you, like in 5 minutes, I had a full page and I had tears all over. And it was just really, really eye-opening. And so I realized after filling out this long sheet, just like Abby said, just putting all your thoughts down on paper, that I was literally living the life I had prayed for 4 years ago. And so I challenge all of you to do the same. Focus on those things. Keep those things in front of you as a reminder of what success really is. That way, it makes it almost impossible not to be joyful in the process. So with that said, y'all got real lucky, whoever's getting this, because I got these on Black Friday and there's probably about 10 of them under my tree, but it's Barefoot Dreams blankets, but you only get one, but I do have a lot under my tree. And it goes to Madeline Travis. I hope she's on. Is she on? Madeline Travis. I know the next person.
She's on because I admitted her. Madeline, where you at?
Okay.
Madeline.
I'm right here.
I will take that blanket, girl. I will take it.
Yay. All right. Well, send me your address and I will get it sent to you. And
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm passing this over to Kayleen.
Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas. I am excited to share with you a little bit about how to overcome stagnation in your business. So I've been with Flexus 4 years, for short years, or you could say for long years. But there have been moments and seasons in my business where I have had to fight stagnation in my business. And basically what that is just the monotony of doing the right things every day. And we had an incredible podcast last week, and some of us touched on it already, about staying close to the fire. And what that looks like is revisiting your why occasionally, redefining it, updating it so that it is fueling your passion and fueling the mundane so that it's still exciting to show up for your business every day. Another tip that I have is speak your why every day before you do your Plexus work. Speak your vision statement that you have created for yourself and for your family and for your team, and keep that in the forefront of your business every day, because that is going to fuel your passion and your excitement for reaching those that do not know what Plexus is yet. Another thing that I want to touch on is also knowing your personality. What is it with this business that you thrive on? Is it helping people? Are you a yellow? Are you a helper? Or are you a people person and you love all the events and all the fun things? Or are you a high achiever and you love the achievements and the recognition? Or is it the details? Is it the ingredients and the troubleshooting? Be aware of what fuels you in this business and feed that. Show up with that every day, because that is going to make your work joyful and fulfilling. So that's a few of my tips that I have. And then the last one is feed your fire, right? Listen to podcasts, grow yourself, show up to book study, have your chapter read, and then give it to God. Rest and know that your work that you did for that day is enough and that God is going to bless your faithfulness. So, the end. My prize that I am offering is a 2024 planner, and my winner is Shauna Winius, if I said that right. Are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
Congratulations. Send me your address and I'll send it over your way.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats. Merry Christmas, guys. And I'm going to pass it on to Deirdre.
Hey, Merry Christmas. And if you hear any screaming, don't worry. My youngest is fine. She's just melting down in the background. So we're going to talk about belief and how it influences everything. So some fun facts, because I love facts, is did you know people are more likely to have better results on their supplements, workouts, starting anything new if they have belief that they can? And if they believe that they can't, they will always fail. And so our body actually has systems built within them that are influenced directly by belief in our thoughts. When you think something positive or negative, there's actually biochemical processes in the body and the brain that release that influences our body to react and respond. And this is why belief is so powerful. It is something that is a triune force that is actually designed in us, body, soul, and spirit. So Dr. Carolyn Leaf, she's amazing. Check her out if you need some work in your mindset. She talks about how we can do brain surgery on our own brains by how we choose to think, which affects the habits that we do. And then I always share about how if we have our bodies feel better, we feel better and can make better choices. And then the Bible speaks about how the spirit, how we as beings need to be fed every single day, sometimes every couple hours. And if we're hangry, more often, more pink drink. And so our brains are always looking for the easiest or the safest way to do anything. And knowing that one little thing, we can know that we become a little more self-aware of that's our default thinking. Like that's what will always pop up if something hard hits. And so belief will create success or the lack thereof. And so like the last 3 years, not many people know this, but we've had a lot of health struggles, family issues, finances, emotional. I've had physical pain that is known to be it's the most painful thing a human being can experience. I don't know if anyone knows trigeminal nerve, that's super fun. And so I just through prayer and building my belief and knowing God could heal the system, I was able to overcome and keep going in my business. So the things I had to focus on were Jesus and then personal development and belief building. So those two things highly influence our business for better or worse. And if we aren't actively building it, it will default into being worse. There's no neutral in that zone. So I had to recognize while I was in intense seasons, I had to actually slow myself down because of the physical limitations I had, but I never stopped. I had like talk to one person a day about Plexus. And that just sort of kept it going. It was slow, but it kept it doable for where I was and what was happening just to me. And so belief, just to give you a picture, it's like gas. You have to fill up the tank regularly or you end up on empty. It's also your foot of the brake and the gas and whether how fast or slow, or if you mean to accidentally hit the brake and you hit the gas, it can cause you to be like, ah. And so personal development is the car, you have to do maintenance on it. So this is something you proactively do because the wear and tear of life will stop you. It will break down your car. It will break down your belief. And so understanding how you tick, how you think, and also why is really, really powerful. During that really hard season, I literally dug into my personality, my strengths and weaknesses. And when you combine belief and personal development, you gain so much wisdom, not only with your business, but your whole life. It influences and floods into it. Y'all might not know, but I hated troubleshooting. Like I could not stand it. I was scared of people. I was scared of them having not good results. And now, like, I don't even have to think about it. I love it. It's my favorite thing. And the way I did it was I went, like Michelle said, I went into gut health and happiness and looked at and read books. And what I had to do was for the products in the business, I had to see what's possible. So focus on my why for not only my health, but my business, connect the dots, use tools and skills, and then execute, which was take action, and then reevaluate, which is pause, reflect, and find the change needed, and then just basically repeat that cycle. And so if you feel hesitancy or resistance, I want you to ask why. What is that meaning? Those are two powerful questions that will start to unlock and you can go deeper. And then one thing my husband asked me, and I'll leave you guys with this, is when it was really hard and I was like, can I keep doing this? Just because everything going on in life, he was like, would you really be happy with safety and security of a small paycheck and barely making it scraping by? And never be satisfied with life? Or would you always want more? And the risk be worth it and find the satisfaction of what you've always dreamed and desired worth the risk. And I was like, I didn't talk to him for like a day about it. And then I came back, I was like, you're right. It's the second one. I would not be satisfied. Even though it's tempting when things get hard that we want to go back to what's safe, I want to encourage you, go for the risk. The reward is always greater there. You keep persevering because you grow as a person. The belief in the development of who you are will, it will change and impact generations. It will change your family. It will change those around you. The devil wants to stop you from going and talking to other people. He wants to stop you from the hope we have with our business and what people are literally begging and praying for. Sorry, I'm preaching now. But anyways, just know that build those two things and it will be amazing. So my person, let's see, I have a set of bags, and I will send that to you. I don't have it here. And my person is Dr. Nina Stewart. Are you on here?
I am. Thank you. Merry Christmas. You have my
It's
address.
like a little cute handbag. So
Oh, I love that.
a set of 4. You're welcome. All right. So my person next is Angela.
Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Deirdre. She's always amazing. And it's funny, it's awesome, not funny, but that she is passing off to me because that is really what my whole topic is on. My tips is what got me won over into this business was what Deirdre did for me. So it's all about, first of all, being authentic to you. And that includes being vulnerable, being relatable, empathetic, and really building real connections. So I will tell you, when I started this, I was not at all interested in a business right away. I was not looking for another product. I was interested in the fact that Deirdre took time to build real relationship with me, real connection with me. I saw how passionate she was, and that branding that she did in that was like attractive. How smart she was, how much she knew things, but she reached out to me and wanted to know what my needs were. And so this is the thing I want to tell y'all. I have been good at part of this. I have been good at branding myself on videos and my stories somewhat, y'all. I mean, I still have lots to learn. We can keep learning, right? I want y'all to say this to yourself too and write this down. Building good connections is a skill and we can all learn it. So I've learned to do this in a broad way with doing like big videos and like whatever, and being funny and being silly and getting on and telling actual things that I had walked through a few months before with my husband that was so difficult and how God got us through it. These real vulnerable things that I shared brought people into they could relate to me. They can relate to you when you share these stories. Show up, be yourself, be, whatever that looks like for you. And listen, that's adding value to people's lives, right? Add value on your stories, add value on your walls. But what I'm learning the skill of more now is doing that one-on-one as well. I was doing that on my wall, on my stories, but one-on-one is where I was missing it. I was checking off a box. Anybody been there? And honestly, it's so much more fulfilling. I'm feeling so much passion and joy to really care about what are they going through right now? How can I solve their problem? How can I bring value to their life? How can I impact their life? How can I be Christ to this person in front of me right now? What if they never sign up? What if they never buy, but I'm able to impact their life and help them in some way? And so my heart is that is what I want to be and do in every single day. The Lord has been really imparting in my heart to do this more, and it's bringing so much more fulfillment and joy. And to be honest, I was able to recruit last month a pretty big number, and majority of those were from months of adding value and actually getting in and saying, how can I support you? How can I pray for you? And I wanted to say, when you show up on your wall, branding yourself is so important, okay? You do need to learn this skill, branding you, being authentic and vulnerable and adding value in some way, whether you're educating, empowering, or, entertaining, those 3 things, okay? You want to learn how to do that daily. You're going to have people follow you. They're not going to follow you just because of a pink drink. They're not going to follow you just because they think you do plexus, but they're going to follow who you are and how you show up. And they're going to be drawn to that. And so I just want to encourage you to do that and do that every day. And then, like I said, beginning to do that personally has changed things for me, where I feel like I'm getting deeper connections with people that I don't even know. People I know, it's easy to do that with. The people I don't know is where I'm saying this is the tip. Go in and start asking them, how can I serve you? How can I pray for you? And really learning to listen is what the Lord has shown me through this. And those are my tips, y'all. I really want y'all to connect with hearts with people. I want you to stop thinking of it just as another number to check off. Add into your IPA connecting with people and make it exciting. How can I show up and add value to this person's life if I get nothing in return? Okay, it's going to pay off. All right, so I'm excited, y'all. I do not have the gift, but they are fuzzy slippers with memory foam inside, outside. I'm all about those comfortable shoes. You can ask my kids. I wear them like I even walked in the gym one day with them still on my feet. But anyway, I've got some to give away. They're amazing. And my winner is Courtney Boatwright. Are you on?
Hey, I'm here.
Yay. Okay.
Thank you.
So you're going to message me your address and what size shoe you wear. And
okay, thank you.
I'm going to pass on to Haley.
Hey y'all, sorry, I almost forgot to unmute. I'm so excited to be here. This is my first time giving away a gift here, and I'm just beyond honored and grateful. So I'm going to give you my top tips, and I'm going to talk to you about finding the courage to do the uncomfortable and hard things, which is ironic because I'm normally terrified, as I am at this moment. But it has paid off. And here's the thing, y'all. You may be at my end of the spectrum where pretty much everything feels uncomfortable and not easy, or you may find most things are pretty, come pretty easy for you. But at some point here, you're going to reach something that feels uncomfortable, and you're going to have to conquer that, and you're going to have to work through it. So you'll hear this over and over from pretty much anybody that writes or talks or teaches about being successful. They're going to tell you to say yes before you are ready, which sounds, okay, I can do that. But then when the moment comes for you to make a decision, am I going to do this or not? It's a little bit harder because you hear fear yelling in your ear. But it's kind of a little bit harder to hear the whispers saying, yeah, you got this, go do it. You got this. So how do we listen to the whispers and ignore the fear that might be yelling in our ear? So I have 3 things that have really helped me a ton through this. So I'm going to share those with y'all. The first one is to remember that this is truly personal growth with a paycheck. So every single thing that you do that is uncomfortable or hard is growing you as a leader, growing us as a leader, but it's also growing us as a wife, as a mom, as a friend. Like, y'all, I cannot tell you, I am not the person I was when I started this, and it is mind-blowing to me what this has done for my mindset, and I'm so grateful. It pours over into every single aspect of our life. Jesus is calling us to kingdom work, and that is not easy. It's not always easy. Every hard thing makes us more equipped, a little bit braver, and a little bit stronger for everything that he has for us. The second thing is to expect the best. So anytime you do something new or hard, difficult, whatever, uncomfortable, think, what is the best that could happen here? What is the very best outcome that could happen? Not what is the worst outcome, because that's what my brain always wants to say, but what is the best? The only way to move forward in this business is to take action. And a lot of times that may be really messy, imperfect action. But if you will think about and envision yourself accomplishing that thing that you thought was impossible for you to do, that will give you a whole new perspective. So envision the best, expect the very best. And the third thing is learn all you can about your team. Y'all, this has been so huge for me, because when I sit back and I think, okay, So this is what, so-and-so wants to accomplish here. She really wants to take her family on this vacation. They haven't been on a vacation in forever, and she really wants to take her family on a vacation. She really wants to buy these Christmas gifts. Like, they really need this for groceries, all these things that this opportunity helps people with. And if I don't do the hard things, she may think she can't do them either. And so I have to take that first step and show her, yes, you've got this, you can do this, and that will ultimately get you where you want to be. So my yes is, of course, helping my personal goals, but it's so much for them, so much for your team, y'all. So get to know your people well and what they are here for and what their needs are and what can really impact their family. And finally, I love this quote so much by Eleanor Roosevelt. I have held on to it. I think about it all the time, but I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. But it says, you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I have lived through this. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. And on that note, I am going to be giving away 2 Kinsley Armel bracelets. I don't know if y'all can see these. So this bracelet is actually called the Maui bracelet. And so that will be a good reminder that we would love to see you in Maui with us at the next Emerald Extravaganza. So my winner is going to be Madison Savage, and I think she's on. I saw her on a minute ago. So are you on?
I'm here. Thank
Yay!
you.
Congratulations. Merry Christmas, y'all. And I'm passing to Emily.
Hello, y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy all the things. I am really excited to talk to y'all tonight. I also watched a lot of these favorite things calls over the years, always knowing deep in my heart that one day I would be on the favorite things call, but having no idea when I would actually get there. So that's kind of what I want to talk to you about tonight, is big dreams and never giving up. So I know that deep in your heart, you have got dreams. Some of us have to dig a little deeper to actually find those dreams, but they're there, right? When talking to people, a lot of times they will, when I ask them, like, what's your dream? What do you like? When you think about your dream life, what do you think about? And many times it starts kind of smallish, but in their mind, it's not actually small, but in the grand scheme of what could be, it really is not that big, right? And so what I like to do is get them to say, just go bigger. And the reason for that is because there is literally no limit to what is possible with this opportunity. No limit to what is possible with this opportunity. And when you dream big and you have that thing that you are keeping out in front of you, that it's what you want for your life, it helps you on those days where you might not feel like doing the things to go and do the things anyways. And what I want to tell you is, when you have that dream in your heart, that you need to water it so it can grow, but you also need to protect it, because many times there are people around us that aren't dreaming like we're dreaming, and they can be real quick to shoot us down and be like, that is never going to happen. Emily, you are not going to have an island in the Caribbean one day. To which I say, watch me. Okay. So dream big, protect your dreams. And here's the thing, y'all, you never know who is being inspired by your dreams and by watching you go after your dreams. Okay. So go do the things. You don't know who's watching and being inspired by that. And on that same note, don't quit. Keep going. Remove quit from your vocabulary today, right now, this minute, because here's the thing. This journey is fantastic and incredible and limitless, and the possibilities are endless, right? It's also, I promise you, my next paycheck, not going to be what you expect it to be. It's not going to look like you expect it to be. Your timeline is not going to look like you expect it to do, right? It just is not. But what I can tell you is if you keep going, it is going to be worth it. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. It's okay. It's normal. The highs are really super fun. That's where everybody wants to be. But everybody who's on the high has experienced a valley on the way there, or they will experience a valley on the other side. It is just the way it is. But you know what? In those valleys is where your perseverance is developed. It's where you are being prepared for that next mountaintop. So don't discount your valleys. Never quit in a valley. If you're going to quit, go do it on your best day. Okay. That's the only time you're ever allowed to quit is on your best day. But nobody's going to do that because that's dumb, right? Don't do that. Okay. So that's what I want to tell you. Keep going. Dream big and then dream bigger. Dream bigger, because this can be the vehicle that gets you there. And you just never know who's watching and who is being impacted and inspired by you. Okay, that's all I have. So I am giving away, this is my most favorite, I use it daily, is this silicone pouch. Is glittery. Y'all know I love sparkles. It's glittery. It's from O Venture, and this big O key ring. You just pop it right on your arm and carry it all around town. It's fantastic. So I'm sending this to Sandra Amy. Are you on, Sandra?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, here you go. I will pop it in the mail to you. So shoot me your address. And with that, we're off to Brittany.
That was so good, Emily. That was so good. All of you, Jules. I loved hearing from all of these jewels tonight. It is so obvious to me when I'm listening to all of them speak why they are jewels. And I hope that you guys are just taking it all in and listening to all of the tips and the wisdom that they are sharing with you guys. Definitely got chills when Katie was saying that she last year wrote down on her planner that she was going to be a jewel, giving away a prize. And then like, I just love her heart when she's like, I'm here and I get to give away a gift. Like, she's so excited to spend her hard-earned money on giving away a gift for you guys. And anyway, it's just really special what we have here. And I'm super grateful. And so my best tip for you this year is go all in. And when I say go all in, I mean, what does being all in look like? Well, first of all, being all in means that quitting is not an option. Like, you know exactly where you are headed. You are convicted that no matter how hard it gets, that you are going to do whatever it takes to figure it out. Because there's no plan B. When you are all in, this is it. This is your plan A and your plan B, because the alternative would be to keep doing what you're doing. And that is just unbearable to think about for you. So you need to be willing, coachable, you need to be hungry, but you have to make a decision that you are going all in. If you don't make the decision to go all in with this, then when adversity hits, and I did say when, I'm not saying if, I'm saying when the challenges come and the days come where you don't feel like you're helping anybody and you're discouraged because somebody else turned their subscription off, or you're comparing yourself because somebody who joined the same time as you is climbing through the ranks, or they just got another new business builder and you're seeping into comparison. All of these things are so normal. And if you are not if you have not made a decision with conviction that you are all in, then those things can actually rob you of the dreams that Emily was telling you to think about and plan for and prepare for and go after. Your dreams are possible, but you have to decide. You have to decide that they're possible, and you have to decide that no matter what, you're going after it and you're not going to quit. You are going to figure it out. Okay. It means that when you're all in, you will intentionally, like Michelle said on the podcast last week, keep yourself close to the fire because you know your own tendencies. You know that your brain is, like Deirdre said, going to tend toward what is safe or what's the easiest thing to do. But if you're all in here and you're going after big dreams, it requires you to be uncomfortable. You can't be crazy successful and stay in your comfort zone at the same time. You have to pick one. And if you're all in and you believe in your dreams and you're determined that no matter what, you're going to figure it out, then you're not going to be deterred by the challenges. You're not going to let discouragement derail you from what is possible for you. You're not going to let fear of what other people think rob you of tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars that could greatly bless and impact your family and other people around you. Okay. So go all in. That's my biggest tip, is just go all in. You can tell when a leader is all in. You can tell because their energy is different. Their belief is high and they're leading with conviction. They're working from conviction. They wake up excited, even on the hard days, because the future is bright and because they know internally, they know deep down inside that they're willing. They just know that they're willing. And when you know that, no matter what, you're not going to quit, you have hope. Okay. So go all in. It starts right now. 2024 can be your best year yet. And it just starts with your decision, your commitment, your consistency. Okay. And your vision, which I'm going to talk about vision on the podcast tomorrow. So listen to that. And there's a workbook that goes with it. Also, my giveaway tonight is something that I actually just found and I'm obsessed with it. But it is a goal planner. I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn this virtual background off so you can see it. It's so pretty. How do I turn my background off? Turn it off. No, there. Okay. Here it is. It's a goal planner. And this is not like a normal planner where you're like writing out your to-do list. It's not like to track your daily or weekly or monthly life. It's an actual goal planner. And it's from a company that I just discovered and love called Cultivate What Matters. And I love that word cultivate because it implies intention. Like you're planting a seed, but when you cultivate it, you're intentionally doing something to bring fruit out of that seed. Okay. So this is a goal planner that helps you gain clarity on what it is you actually want and then break it down into what you need to do to accomplish your goals. So this will help you cultivate your vision and bring your goals, no matter how big they are, to fruition, whether it's this year, the next 3 years, 5 years, whatever. But I highly recommend this thing. And also, I love it so much that I messaged the company and told them how much I love it. And they responded and said that if I want to give people a discount code, I can. So if y'all are interested in one of these, message me and I'll give you the discount code. But anyways, also comes in lots of beautiful colors. I feel like this one is very appropriate for anybody who wants to go emerald. So it's this beautiful emerald green color, and I have lots of other pretty colors too. But my winner tonight is Sheena Cannon. Sheena, are you here? Where are you? Is Sheena here?
I'm here.
You're here. Yeah. How appropriate. It matches the planner. All right. Well, shoot me your address, Sheena. I'll send you one of those in the mail. Jules, thank you all for sharing. Thank you for your generosity and giving away gifts to all these people watching. I hope that you guys feel inspired tonight to dream big, to stay close to the fire, to work on your personal development, be intentional about your mindset, go all in, and make 2024 the best year yet. We're very excited. Hope that
But
you guys
wait,
are too.
can we end with a Christmas carol? Like a little
As
bit of.
long as
we
you're
wish you
singing it.
We wish you Rachel Griffin will lead. Rachel Griffin, come on, unmute a little. Everybody unmute. A little bit of we wish you a. Come on. We'll wait. 5 seconds, Rachel, and then you lead it. Okay. Somebody record. Oh, Nicole's gonna record. Thank you, Nicole. Share it. All right, Rachel. Whenever you're ready.
I'm just gonna look at the board tour and then you can get back to talking.
You're muted, Rachel. You're muted.
It's really great on your college trip.
I cannot hear you. This was your one chance at the spotlight, Rachel.
I'm unmuted.
All right, Nancy. Now listen, I hear you, Nancy. So why don't you lead?
Okay, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
You got it. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We
We
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah. I
Merry
love y'all.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Christmas.
y'all.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, God.
Whose kid was that?
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Bye, guys.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.